I will start with the Havas and the change of world's economy and the effect on marketing and approach to communication.
Yeah, I mean, I think in the industry we had 2009 was a pretty tough year for the advertising and communications industry. I think in most major companies it was pretty hard, and as it was for all of our clients. I think the key thing for 2010 is that the year has started off with a lot of what I would call cautious optimism. So if we look at Latin America's doing incredibly well, Asia's back, and North America had a good start to the year, and I'm talking about for business in general, for our clients, and for our business. And I think for the moment, the slowest place in the world is probably in Europe.
What do you do as the head of Havas to learn something from this crisis, to get motivated by crisis, to have some new approach in business? Will you tell us, or is it a secret?
Sure. No, I mean, I think a couple of things. I said to my team at the start of last year, when there's a shark in the water, you don't need to swim faster than the shark, just faster than everybody else. And that was kind of our mantra. I mean, the two things that I think are important and significant for our business is digital continued to grow in 2009 and is booming again in 2010. And what we actually did as a company is we put digital at the core of all of our agencies around the world back in 2005. And what that has meant is that most of our competitors are either a big traditional advertising agency that's very good on brand but not on digital, or a digital silo which is brilliant on digital but it is in a silo and doesn't get brand. And we've created a model where we integrated digital at the core. The thing that we will see more and more happening of now is on the back of the global financial and economic meltdown. Business needs to become more socially responsible. I think it wants to become more socially responsible, and we are seeing more and more of our clients saying to us, okay, we understand we need to be more socially responsible as a business. How do we do that? And how do we set out to achieve it? And how do we leverage and use this new social media world we live in?
Many years, 10 years, I was looking for people who believe that advertising can change the world here in Cannes and in other festivals as well. And now you said that one young world can change the world. So I got really enthused. Could you share with us that enthusiasm,
Sure.
With the viewers?
Sure. One of the things I believed is that actually we in the creative industries are very good at changing people's behavior. And it's great to change people's behavior to convince them to buy a new product, to buy product A rather than product B. But I also think we have not only just an opportunity, but almost an obligation to use the power of creativity to affect positive change in the world. So we've done things like the Tick 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 campaign for Kofi Annan. We worked with David Cameron for the last 3 years to help him become elected as the new British Prime Minister. And then my co-founder of One Young World, Kate Robertson, and I created a thing called One Young World. And the very simple objective of One Young World was to create a platform for the world's young people to affect positive change. So we brought together nearly 1,000 young people from 120 countries in the world in February of this year in London, alongside councillors such as Kofi Annan, Bob Geldof, Mohammed Yunus, Desmond Tutu. And the very simple goal was, can we provide a platform for the world's young people to influence and affect positive change, to influence the world's leaders, to influence the United Nations, to influence the world's businesses. The first summit was an amazing success, and I've just been here today to announce the fact that One Young World 2011 will be taking place in September in Zurich, Switzerland, and we're incredibly excited about the impact it can have. And clearly one summit and one idea is not going to change the world, but the idea is that we can create a platform to help the world's young people to really affect positive change.
Have you seen all the aspects which prevent such a brilliant idea and organization to influence politicians? Tell us about difficulties, please. Otherwise, it's fairy tale, and people don't.
But I think so far, this generation of young people is unique. Is because of technology, they have access to a level of information that, when you or I were at school, we learned from our teachers. If you have Google, you can now learn anything you want around the world. And secondly, they have amazing influence and power to change. And Oscar Morales, one of our councillors, who is probably the most famous Facebooker, was a great example.
Yeah.
So far we have seen real impact, and we have seen little cynicism and we have seen people really listening. Now the critical thing will be next year at One Young World 2011, when the ambassadors will present what they have done, what they have achieved, and the impact they've made.
Too early.
And I think we'll really see then in 2011 what they've done.
Well, what I wanted to ask is, whom do you consider the most cooperative from political side right now at this stage of One Young World?
I mean, I think we've had some amazing councillors. You know, Kofi Annan's been phenomenal, Desmond Tutu, Bob Geldof has been a brilliant councillor. You know, Mohammed Yunus is a phenomenal person in what he's doing and his support to One Young World. Oscar Morales. So I would say across the board, you know, there's been a lot of the world's leaders in the broadest sense of the world who've really played a fantastic role. So you know, thank you very much for your interest and for today's interview. And it was great to spend some time with you.
Just I hope it will be many people from my region attending One Young World.
We do as well, and you can help us with that.
I certainly will, as much as I can. It's small, but
great. Thank you very much indeed.
You.
Bye bye.
Thank you.